I know everybody in here is excited about what the Supreme Court did with the Dobbs decision, finally overturning Roe v. Wade. I'm happy about it too. It was a great thing for the Republic. But keep this in mind when you talk to people. What the Supreme Court really did is they restored constitutionalism to the United States of America. My Democrat opponent, I'm quite sure, this is why I'm excited to deal with her. She's gonna run around saying that we banned abortions and we Republicans wanna ban abortions. Well, listen, we Republicans wanna save lives. Yep. And we wanna save every life. Yeah. But we also believe in an actual rule of law. And if you want to have a democracy, then the issue that is probably the most polarizing in our politics should actually be decided by the people in a state. They should either speak whether you want to do it on the ballot, and I'll leave that to Spencer, or through their representatives who represent them in a state legislature. And I'll also leave that to Spencer. The last thing we should ever allow are 9 people in robes deciding the most personal issue in the history of our country for themselves and removing the voice of the American people from said issue. I have no problem saying that I stand for life. I got no problem saying it whatsoever. But the other thing I also stand against is totalitarianism. And I don't want a court in Washington, D.C. deciding the things that we should all be deciding for ourselves. You will never hear a Democrat say that. You know why? Because they're not interested in democracy. They're not interested in your point of view. They are only interested in having their way. And if you deal with a political party who only wants their way, despite what the Constitution says and what the rule of law is, then they will make you bend the knee either by intimidation, either by coercion, either by media, or yes, if they had their druthers, even by the point of a gun. Because that's happened in several countries around the world today and in the history of our globe. You see, our republic is a very special thing. Our Constitution is the greatest document ever written by a group of men. Because they understood that they could have made themselves kings. They really could have. And everybody would have accepted it. But what they made was a republic. What they made was a document that allowed for men to be free, not only then, but for every subset of men and women to come, who were not free, or who were subjugated at the time. What they allowed for was an economy to grow and flourish that's become the envy of the world. What they allowed to grow was a society where Judeo-Christian values have allowed for peace and prosperity to run the land for more than 240 years. That's a great place. That's the place I'm fighting for every day. Amen. So, just kind of want to give you, oh, we done? Oh, we done? I guess we're done.